Alright y'all, this video is brought to you by Tibetan cedarwood incense, probably some of the best incense I know. And the reason why, this is my first time grafting. I have to be honest and tell you I'm nervous, but what I'm gonna do is show you exactly what I did based on what I learned, what I've read, and we are going to see what the results of this are in the future. So let's see if we can get down here. So I managed to get some Peluche, I believe it's pronounced, Loquat, from a gentleman. And I have these are some seedlings of Loquat that grow all over here in New Orleans. They also call them misbelieve. These Peluche are nice, fat, white ones. So there's a lot of seedlings around, and I believe if we can get this growing, we might just have a nice variety. So first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna cut this down about here. Well, I sterilized my medium first. All right, so you can see that. I'm gonna cut all the little leaves off. All right, it's hard to see down in here, but I'm doing the same thing with this one. I am going to do, how many do I have in here? Well, I have about, I think I have 4 or 5. So I'll get these flowers out of here. I got some 4 o'clocks in here too. This is a nice thick one, so let's do that. All right, so now we have 4 that we can graft onto. You can probably, all right, that's guava. These were just dropped in here. All right, so now here goes nothing. Let's take out this retractable blade, this utility knife. But maybe we need something to cut this open with. I think the most important thing in anything you're doing is just patience, being calm, finding out when little mistakes have happened and not making too big a deal. Working with what you have. So, for example, I should have, let me go get a Phillips screwdriver, all right? Okay, we're back. Learn your lesson, always have the proper tools. All right. This is just a razor. All right. Now, pop this baby in here. That should fit. I guess it just fits like that. Which is strange, but that's not it. It's got to grab on somewhere, so I think there's a magnet on there. Okay. Let's see where we're going with this. There, wait. That's in there. Okay. That should be. You know what? I should probably have a scissors too. All right, there we go. Now this should be good. Now, here's where we open these bad boys. These Peluche grafts, they're from, I believe these are from Jeremy Elkin. So, Jeremy, you can let me know just what I've done correct and incorrect here in New Orleans. I was thinking about the cambium layer. Alright. I had these in the fridge. Let's hope they're still good. I don't know why some are, you would want green ones, but I'm gonna try this bad boy first. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I think my widest one is over here. I'm gonna try to carve down. This seems like quite a bit to deal with, but we'll see. I'm posting this mostly because I don't want people to be intimidated, I guess, like I am. So, all right, so I'm down to the cambium right there. Then I'm going to go on the other side. There it is, I see it. All right, so all right, so I've got that so far like that. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm trying to split this. Oh, I probably went a little too far, but we'll see. All right, are you able to see this? Trying to slip that right in there. All right. So now I've got this buddy tape that I feel was pretty darn expensive that I'm gonna wrap the graft with this on the top. All right, so I should have done this first. All right, second one I'm gonna do a little better. Yeah, there we go. Now we're thinking. Okay. Got that wrapped. Okay. Now, I don't know, something leads me to believe that it makes sense to keep this little green here. Just like you do with a cutting, you want to have a little bit of, what do you call it? Chlorophyll, yeah. I've lost my buddy. There we go. Now I'm going to put this back down here. Okay, so I've got it in there. Now what I want to use is a little bit of this around the bottom. My hope is that I can look back on this video a year, 2 years, 3 years from now and think, man, look how much you've grown. Look at all you know how to do that you didn't know how to do. All right? So this is floristry tape. It's not quite what I thought it was, but I think we'll be all right. I'm just going to use that to pinch this together. I guess this is just to keep it from falling apart. And let's say you can write the name, on there. And I'll add a little bit more buddy tape to the bottom just to seal it up. So if this is something that comes with belief, I think I've got a chance. If it's something that requires a lot of skill, I think I'm in trouble. Anyway, I should have probably pulled this out beforehand. But let's get this out of here. All right, let's try the next one. Okay, so here we go. We've got, let's see which is the smallest one. I think probably this guy right here. We're gonna try to match that up with that one. But let's do some buddy tape first. So, well, yeah, maybe we'll do this first. Looking for that cambium layer. Okay. I think I've got down to the cambium layer. All right, so I think that's pretty good. Now that we've got that, we're going to take a little of this buddy tape. Yeah, I think we're using way too much of this tape, and being how expensive it is, I should have thought of another little way. That being said, there's a first time for everything, and there's a way to learn. So, some people whistle while they work, some people talk to themselves while they work. I guess I'm of the latter. All right, so I think we lost a little something there, and that's dead anyway, but I feel like we want to kind of have the top just covered. We'll keep that guy in there. We'll get one more strip of this buddy tape. All right, I think we did a little bit better on that one. Now, we're gonna do this guy right here. This is where the rubber kind of, I think we're gonna go down a little bit lower on this one. Just to, all right, so. Yep, I went too deep. That being said, we'll see what happens. This is not the tape I wanted, but that's what happens when you order from. Let me see if we got some cambium on both sides. I think we might. I think we might be all right. I just want to get it nice and tight. All right, I think I learned a little bit from the first one to the second one. Probably this isn't as sterile a kind of situation as you'd want either, but I think that's going to hold. And I think we can just wrap even one piece of buddy tape. Now let's go with two. All right. All right, we only needed one. Maybe we're overdoing it. We're wasting the buddy tape. But I sort of like what's going on so far. I don't know what y'all can see. Now here's my question. Are these, good to have used? They're a little bent, but the other concern is they don't have the woodiness of these other ones. But I guess that's where you learn. So let's cut one of these back. Who knows, it might even be better just to so we'll cover this up. This is why I get paid the big bucks, for all this extra work. Probably better off just buying a peluche tree and never trying to propagate or sell them myself. Just eating the damn loquats. But why else would one misbelieve? You get it? That's a little funny, huh? Let's leave this one. See what happens. Maybe this one too. Alright, let's cover that top. Sometimes things just talk to you and tell you, okay, I'm going to come out of here. Just give me a little room. I do think one of the things I got good was that green tape at the bottom. Getting that in there pretty good. All right, so let's go in here. This is going to be a little bit difficult. This is, I think, the hardest part, just not going too far. I think this is what requires the most patience. And, you know, you don't obviously want to go through the side. You want to leave it something that you can grip onto. There, I think that did it. I think that was about perfect, if I do say so my damn self. Sorry, I swear. I know there's children watching. I don't mean to harm the children. So we move that out a little bit. Oh, that might present a problem. Well, if this one doesn't work out, I got a pretty good inkling why. I feel like I didn't get that one as good, but it's in there. It's in there, and we'll see. I do like this buddy tape. I mean, the way it grips is nice. I see why it's so darn expensive. See how I said darn? For the kids. Okay, let's do that a little more. All right, we got one more here. Okay. All right. Trying to get this bad boy. Let's see, it kind of curves up this way. So maybe we'll roll with the curve. We'll try to do that. Roll with the curve. That means if we cut it in half, I want it to be right down the middle. Okay, buddy. Do this over here. Oh, there was. Well, my phone got too hot up there on the thing. I can already see that's not fully closed, and I feel like it should be. So I'm going to try to get these babies a little better. But that's that looks like the best that I could do. And so we'll see. I'm going to report back.